How can our sadness make us sick? The body is most affected by this negative emotion. They are present almost every day in our lives, and not because we would necessarily like them, but because they are simply specific to human condition. But emotions, because about them we are talking, can be constructive, helping us to walk and evolve, or, on the contrary, destructive, affecting both mentally and physically. Emotions are felt different from each, depending on the past, the life story, the intellectual ability of each of us. But when we leave ourselves overwhelmed by negative emotions, when they persist for a long time, our health is at risk. Find out, in the coming, what are the 6 negative emotions that make you sick, and what are the main organs affected by negative emotions. The link between mind and body is much stronger than we imagine. Our thoughts and emotions can stimulate the production of certain substances that can influence our physical health. Negative emotions and their impact on health. For example, serotonin and dopamine are 2 hormones that the brain secretes when we are happy, but they are produced when we are overwhelmed by negative emotions, but in this case, instead of doing well to the body, the 2 hormones generate pain and stress discomfort, the sadness, fear, anger, disgust, but also joy or surprise, are also many emotions that have a direct impact on us. They can cause health problems such as hypertension or indigestics to occur. It is therefore necessary to learn to recognize this kind of emotions in order to be able to control them and not allow them to affect us at a physical level. In addition, the negative emotions that overwhelm us at some point have consequences for our behavior and relations with those around. How it affects your internal organs. The 6 emotions that make you sick. Here are what are the most important negative emotions that are harming the body and which organs affect each of them. The anger weakens the liver significantly. As you know, liver disease can be lethal. The inner traces, disappointments affect the kidneys and heart. The cardiovascular diseases that develop this way are also fatal. The fear, such indoor trauma, weakens the kidneys. Anxiety has a major impact on the stomach, generating severe pain, but also affects the spleen. The sadness, the pain of mind affects the lungs, training difficulties in breathing. When we're sad, the body gets a lot easier. All sadness is made guilty and of the installation of depression. The stress weakens the brain and heart. We know nowadays, avoiding stress is an impossible mission. However, it is not the case to stress ourselves for every insignificant thing. Chronic stress affects the body's good functioning in general. How do we deal with negative emotions? We don't want, our emotions influence us all. That's why identifying negative emotions allows for better control of them. And this is essential to prevent them from having an unfavorable impact on our health. Fortunately, it stands in our powers to see the good parts or, on the contrary, the bad ones of things. The choice belongs to us. What we are feeling is determined by what we are choosing to see, the full half or empty half of the glass. As a result, we are not too wrong if we say that it is in our power to prevent the installation of diseases in our body. Now that you know what the 6 negative emotions that make you sick. Identify them on time and don't let them alter your health.